Oh my God. Again. Otra vez.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by Becky G. She's a global force in pop music, racking up 9 Latin American Music Awards and a spot on the Time 100 since breaking into the industry as a teenager. Her documentary, Rebecca, is on Netflix now. Esquinas, the latest album. And check out her new single, Marathon. But you know what? She can't outrun the wings of death today. Becky G, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Wow, what an intro.
What's going through your head as you prepare to take on the Hot Ones gauntlet? I understand you are somewhat of a spice fiend.
I definitely am a fan of spicy foods, but spicy enough where you can still enjoy it. And I feel like after wing 1 is when the
Party,
misery,
stops.
starts. Yeah, the party stops, exactly. Do you like to smell it first?
Yeah, sometimes.
Like wine? Oh, that's good. I'm loving this. I might go back to that one. Are we allowed to do that?
Of
Go
course.
back to
You
one?
make the rules. There are no rules.
Cool.
We have a format, but there are no rules over here. So it actually is kind of rare for us to have a bona fide spice connoisseur on the show. What stands out in your memory as the spiciest food experience you've ever had? Like, have you ever tested the outer limits of your tolerance?
Okay, so I remember being, I want to say I was about like 7 years old, and I was like triple dog dared by a family member to bite a chile and rub it around my lips for 30 seconds. So ask me what kind of chile it was, I don't know, but a fresh, like raw chile straight from the garden of my grandma's gotta be something really spicy. And at 7 years old, I was like, yeah, for $10, I'll do that. And so I did it, and my lips got so big, and I feel like I definitely had a reaction of sorts, but I got my $10.
And that's what matters. You know, I once ate a Carolina Reaper, the hottest pepper in the entire world. And you know what? I don't think Chris gave me a dime for it, you know? That was just for the love of the game.
I love that.
I think it's a little bit more hot than my Scandinavian cousins.
Eggplant. Interesante.
Little skeptical.
A little bit. I'm not really like a big eggplant fan. Oh, just the skin. And this one's also kind of good. I'm gonna take a good bite at this one.
I'll join you.
That was good. Okay, eggplant.
Can never judge a sauce by the label, as they say.
No, I guess
you know?
not. That was good.
So, as a bilingual singer, I'm curious, does that duality ever bleed over into songwriting? Like, are there ideas or emotions that are easier to express in Spanish than English or vice versa?
I started with, wow, that was so good. My mouth is like salivating. Hold on, I was really hungry, I guess. I started with pursuing like English music as a rapper, and I got discovered off of like a cover video when I was 14. And it was cute because like my grandparents would always be super supportive, very encouraging. But like they didn't understand anything I was rapping about. My grandma would always be like, "Ay, mija, pero por qué tan enojada? Like, why do you sound so angry?" And I'd be like, "Cause grandma, I got shit to say." Cause I really did. And so as my like the evolution of my career continued, it was always like both were always a source of inspiration. But when I transitioned into professionally singing Spanish music, I felt like a soulful shift as an artist. The whole concept of 50-50 never really cut it for me. So I was like, I'm 100% proud to be from Inglewood, and I'm also 100% proud to be Mexicana. And so Spanglish has literally always been the way for me, and I think I finally have arrived to a place in my music where it's like a happy medium of the two. Feeling really good. Feeling like beady beady bam bam. Okay, she's a little bit more saucy, but this is number 3, so that's my lucky number. I think this one's gonna be good to me. Oh, hell yeah.
As someone who's been performing since childhood, do you remember how old you were when you first gained confidence in your voice? Like, is there a moment that you can pinpoint recognizing something different in you?
So, there is this very embarrassing video that my mom has of me at about 5 years old, being at like a family Super Bowl carne asada and watching the main artist of the night like sing the national anthem and it being this really grand like vocal moment and me thinking like, yeah, like I can sing the national anthem. I don't know who I thought I was. It was like a combination between Shakira, Britney Spears, and if Christina Aguilera and all of them just kind of like came together and had a baby. And but at 5, so like my version of that, you know? And my mom is recording, and behind the camera, you can hear her laughing and trying to hold it back, and the camera's shaking like this. And I'm like, it's not funny. And I would start all over again from the top of the song. My mom could not stop laughing. And so I never got through the national anthem. But I was very young with a lot of confidence and very much a lack of skill, but a strong desire to be a pop star, for sure. This one might be my favorite one. Okay, Black Eyed Susan.
Working for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is pound for pound the greatest Selena banger in your opinion?
Ooh, I mean, all of them. I love, 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 love her mariachi songs. But because, of course, our traditions run deep, and I think that there's a sense of pride for us, although that we are pochas. I would say pocha power. Do you know what a pocho is?
Put me on game.
Okay, so they refer to like Chicano kids or like Mexican American kids as pochos when we don't speak like perfect Spanish. So I would say like that pocha power was like her secret sauce because she would just slay in Spanish. Any genre she'd do. It was amazing. Have you ever done this with tacos?
No, but
did I just give us a spin-off? Guys. I mean, hey, we'll talk after.
Yeah. We'll trade notes.
Yeah. Wait, actually, Scorpion? I'm not from that part of Mexico. Wait, can you like purchase these afterwards?
You know what? We're gonna pack them all up for you. All right?
This
You don't
sounds
leave
good.
hot ones empty-handed.
It is fire.
And this, I think, is a step up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it's starting to get serious for us, but still in your comfort zone.
It's still really good though.
What's your most vocally challenging song to perform live, and what makes it that way?
There's one that's just vocally, I think, shows off a different side of my voice. It's my mariachi song called Por el Contrario. There's just an emotion and a tonality that it demands of your voice. And so I would say that one. But a step above that would be my song Querido Abuelo, because it's emotional for me. And it's a song that I wrote about my grandfather, who I gained as an angel in heaven. I grew up with all 4 of my grandparents being super present in my life. And he was the first one to kind of, you know, start watching over us from above. And I remember that's kind of what catapulted me into wanting to do those albums. It felt like a calling, and it felt like something really important. And I did that song called Querido Abuelo. And every time, even talking about it right now, I'm getting a little emotional. Oh, this is a Hot Ones special. When you say tropical, is it because it's got like a sweetness to it?
Exactly. Little sweet heat action
Like
on
a
this.
pineapple? You guys should just hire me. Oh my God, this is amazing.
You're not just saying that?
I'm still eating this one. That was good.
Here we go. So I've heard you sing that you might get down with a little red lipstick, but you bleed Dodger blue. What are your earliest memories of going to Dodger Stadium? Was there something about the experience that made you fall in love with baseball?
Well, in full transparency, it's been a long time since I've been to Dodger Stadium. If you're an LA native, you know what's up. Obviously, being Chicana, like, it was one of the two. You either grew up playing in, like, the baseball Little League team or the AYSO, soccer club. And I loved both. And I played up until I decided that I wanted to be a singer. So sports are very much still like a really big part of my life. And I always say my favorite team in all of LA is actually Angel City.
You're an investor at
Yes,
Angel
I
City.
am. Yep.
And you're kind of early on that wave,
I really, you wanna know the real tea on
Yeah,
that?
hit me with the real tea.
All right, the real tea is that when there was whispers about the team coming to LA, I called every single person on my team. Literally, I was like, I can be an equipment manager. I could host post-game, interviews on the side of the pitch.
You by the way, yeah.
Like, whatever we gotta do, just like, how can I get in on this? And I spoke to all the ones that I needed to speak to at the right time. And I'm really, really, really happy and proud that I made that first round. And I'm right there alongside so many other badass women that invested into this club and believed in the future and also the right now of women in soccer. Yeah. Or what I like to call the real football. Gonna come humbly on this one. Asian spices are usually where I get a little scary.
Little Szechuan action can be a problem.
A little bit.
The peppercorn.
We've all made a little bit of that, wasabi mistake. Where I'm like, oh, it's avocado. No, it's not.
Now this one you're skeptical because it has like a sugary kind of molassesy thing up front. Then the action on the other side, yeah.
I don't know, but I still like it. Oh my goodness. Guys, I gotta say, wow. Do you curate the hot sauces yourself?
Not me, personally, by myself. It's a collaborative experience, but we do take it bizarrely seriously, though.
I mean, I'd imagine.
It comes through, right? You can see the experience as a guest over here. It's worth the hours, yeah.
It definitely is. It's so good, though.
So you're not just an LA native, you were literally given the keys to the city of Inglewood in 2023. If you're picking up a snack haul at Placida Olvera in downtown LA, what are the first Mexican candies inside the bag for you?
So there's these things called saladitos, and they're like dried pits of I don't know what fruit, but they're so salty. And actually, my tios, when they would be drinking their beers and throwing them back, I would sneak and grab them from the bag because they would have that with their beers. And then sabritones, those are really good. I love those too.
Is Kelso Ranch Market still the best place for a pleta de sandia after a long day of hitting the books at Oak Street Elementary School?
Yeah, the amount of research that you do for these is crazy. Absolutely. Kelso Market, I still hit up all the time. In full transparency, like I remember shooting the Becky from the Block music video there and thinking I
Great
was
video,
hot
by the
shit.
way.
Like
you
I
have
was
J-Lo
like,
in that video.
Yo!
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hello, like from Inglewood to Hollywood and Hollywood to Inglewood. Like it's the coolest thing I think I've ever done till this day. And also because like my whole family is in that music video. Kelso Market as a kid growing up was like
The spot.
Yeah, no, it's the best.
For the uninitiated, what's the perfect order at Bravo's Charburger?
You're hitting all the spots. So they got everything you need, to be honest. You can get tortas there. You can get a great charburger. Extra charred is what I like when I'm getting like a regular like cheeseburger there, or a cheese charburger technically. Their French fries, chef's kiss, love them, and also their ice cream cones.
Does Mariscos Guillen and Hawthorne, do they still serve the best spicy, what is it, agua chile?
Agua chile, yeah.
In LA County?
You should just come over to my grandparents' house. I feel like you need to try all these places firsthand. Like, we need to take this on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a spin-off.
Yeah.
And then we also have a travel series.
Yes.
We're like building out like a whole programming flight right now.
I love this. Yes.
Well, you love it now. You might not love it with the next wing. This is the bomb beyond insanity. You're nodding along.
This one always stays, right? The bomb is like...
Screwed into the table here.
Is it a good smell?
No.
Oh, God. So don't smell it. All right, I'm just going to go for it. Fuck.
Just jump in.
Oh, I didn't ask if we could say bad words.
Yeah, you can let it
Okay?
fly.
Oh,
yeah.
wow, okay. Fuck! After. It's not like a bad after.
According to you.
It's definitely there. Yeah.
Well, you're alive.
I can feel it traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can trace every step. GPS through the whole digestive tract here. So I've heard you talk about how the sounds in regional Mexican folk music, how they all carry a different emotional weight, right? Like banda might be different than norteño, which hits different than mariachi. So what I want to do is give you a handful of coming of age moments, life situations, and then I want you to assign a sound to them, okay? Like for example, a breakup. Is that banda, is that norteño, or is that mariachi music?
I would go mariachi, for sure. The violins, the horns, and banda, to be honest. Banda is also heartbreak too, which is crazy, because you can be at like your highest moment, and then also like by the end of the night be like, oh my God, again, otra vez.
How about when you finally get the job?
Ooh, okay, I would say like, I really love like Mexican cumbias.
For that situation?
Yeah, that's giving like, ooh, we're gonna start on Monday, our new job. So Sunday's like my clean day, get everything ready. So the cumbias are playing.
How about you step into the party and you look incredible?
Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, I really love like tamborazo. It's like a lot of like, exactly what it sounds like, tamborazo, like ba, 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 like a lot of drums. It's kind of chaotic, but like when everybody walks in, like everybody's just like with this energy, and it's just very contagious.
What about revenge?
Ooh, any of them. Okay, let's do this. Am I allowed to see the ingredients?
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn, that one's spicy. My eyes are watering.
It's all normal. Long leash on this show.
Okay. We got some Reaper in there.
Yeah.
We got some habanero in there. Mm-hmm. Smoked paprika. Lime juice.
You know, usually when we pack these up for people, they're like, these ones you guys can just keep, but not you. You'll be like, give them all. Hand them all over.
Oh no, I'm gonna share them with my grandma. She's gonna love it.
What makes the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song such an elite example of technical songwriting, in your opinion?
I just love that you go on a journey with them. Like, that was my inspo for Becky from the Block. You literally go from where he starts, the journey, and then where he ends up. Oh, it's building up. Whoa. Creeper.
The cumulative effect, too, you know?
Yeah, it shouldn't be Carolina Reaper, it's a creeper. Mm-hmm. My nose is running, so you know something's happening. I wasn't kidding when I said this is my Super Bowl. I was so excited for today. This is like
now it's
a
time to
monumental
spike
moment
that
in my
ball
career.
in the end zone, yeah.
Yeah. I'm scared. Can I like lick it first?
If you want,
I should bite it, huh?
I would bite
I
it.
bit all of them. I should bite it. God damn it.
And with that, the wings of death are behind us.
No, see, you can't even enjoy that. I'm so sorry. That is, wow. Mm-hmm.
And it'll grow on us.
Whew.
But the good news is, the Hot Ones Gauntlet, you've conquered it. You're to the end. You've taken on every hot sauce, lived to tell the tale. And to close things out, I know that your family is from Jalisco, the birthplace of mariachi, and you'll sometimes even wink at that history with the traditional Mexican grito during your performances. I know that this is a lot to ask under the circumstances. Throat on fire, lips ablaze.
But might put my people to shame right now.
How to do a grito? Like, is there a right and wrong way to do it, or is it really just more about committing?
I want to do it, but okay. So, a part of it, yes, is like the. 1 second.
Yeah, take your time.
A part of it is like, I wish the last dab was actually a shot of tequila, because that also really helps. I don't know if it would help with the spice actually, but it would help with the grito. So, it's the commitment, and it's also like from the belly and from the heart. So you gotta start like kind of low. I'm gonna try it, and then you can try after.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so it'll go. That sounded like Coco.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
And look at you,
that was
Becky
good.
G, taking on the wings of death, living to tell the tale, and now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, this camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Well, guys, I feel like I just conquered Hot Ones. That's all that really matters right now to me. Man, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be here with you. This has been something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, but had to build up the courage to do. And it's just like divine alignment, because this is the most fun that I've had in my musical career and this phase of my life, having done it for so long. And this was so fucking fun. So like, if this was fun, I'm like, I can wait till you guys hear the music. It's giving spice and all things nice, and yeah, that's how I would describe it after having so much hot sauce. Yay! Okay, everybody, a grito. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hit it.
Wow.
That's that Spike Super Bowl moment right there.
Yeah, man. Wow. Oh. I'm a little dizzy. Thank
Bobby
you
under
so
feet.
much.
Thank you. You did great.
Thank you.
Here at Hot Ones, we take spice and flavor very seriously, and now we're cranking up the heat on barbecue with our brand new line of Hot Ones barbecue sauces. Hot Ones barbecue sauces are made with real ingredients like tomato, molasses, lime, honey, and of course, real chili peppers like chipotle and serrano for a hit of fire. Get ready to dip, drizzle, slather, glaze, everything from nuggets to fries, pulled pork sandwiches, and slow smoked ribs. Find new Hot Ones spicy barbecue flavors at select retailers near you, or order online at hotones.com.